Hey everyone, ready for a new deep dive? We're jumping into Sunlight, the second book in Devney Perry's Haven River Ranch series.
Oh, I am so excited to talk about this one.
And the best part, you don't need to know anything about Haven River to enjoy this one. Think of it as a fresh start.
Exactly. It's perfect for new readers.
Just picture yourself in the middle of Montana on a sprawling ranch surrounded by breathtaking scenery.
Oh, the setting is definitely one of the best parts of this book.
It's the perfect backdrop for a heartwarming romance.
Speaking of romance, have you heard about this meet cute?
Oh, you mean the tug-of-war over a grocery cart? I couldn't stop laughing when I read that scene.
Right. It's the perfect mix of awkward and adorable. You can just feel the instant attraction between Jax and Sasha.
So tell me more about Jax and Sasha. Who are they? What makes them tick?
Well, Jax is, he's your typical charming cowboy, handsome, a little bit of a reformed playboy. But don't worry, he has a heart of gold underneath it all.
Okay, so the classic heartthrob with a hidden soft side. I like it.
Exactly. And Sasha, she's the new resort manager. Super independent, strong-willed.
Oh, so she's not easily impressed by Jax's charm. I bet that drives him crazy.
You got it. She's definitely playing hard to get. And she has her reasons. She's carrying some baggage from her past, which makes it hard for her to let anyone in.
Oh, I can already sense the emotional depth in this story. There's nothing better than a romance with some real heart to it. But hold on a second. Did you say they work together? Jax and Sasha.
Yeah, Jax owns the ranch. And remember, Sasha's the new manager at the resort. So workplace romance alert.
Oh boy, talk about a recipe for complication. Working with the person you're filing for is never easy. And then throw an unexpected pregnancy into the mix.
Oh yeah, about that. We can't forget the accidental pregnancy.
Seriously, talk about throwing a wrench in things. It's like their relationship went from 0 to 60 in a matter of weeks.
Totally. One minute they're fighting over a grocery cart, and the next they're facing a life-altering decision together.
It's the ultimate test for any relationship, planned or not. But let's back up for a second. I'm dying to know more about what makes Jax and Sasha perfect for each other. Besides the whole accidental pregnancy thing, of course.
Okay, well, like I said, Jax is your classic charming cowboy. But there's more to him than meets the eye. He's incredibly patient, especially with Sasha, who, like we said, is trying hard to keep him at arm's length.
There's just something about a patient man, it's like he sees something special in Sasha, something worth waiting for.
Exactly. He sees right through her walls and encourages her to open up at her own pace. He doesn't push her.
Oh, I love that. He sounds like quite the catch. And Sasha, what about her? What makes her the perfect match for our resident rancher?
Well, Sasha's fiercely independent and strong, which is amazing, but she's carrying some baggage from her past, which makes letting anyone in really tough. And to navigate their growing feelings, they start playing this tell me a lie, tell me a secret game.
Wait, hold on. A lie and a secret game. Tell me more about that. That sounds intriguing.
It's like a way for them to be vulnerable without feeling too exposed, They take turns sharing a lie and a secret, and it becomes this really interesting way for them to connect on a deeper level.
It's like they're slowly peeling back the layers of each other's pasts, one truth and one fib at a time.
Yeah, and you can really see their connection deepening with every secret they share. It's in those moments of vulnerability that you start to believe they could actually have something real.
Okay, now I'm completely hooked. It sounds like Devney Perry really uses that game to add some serious depth to these characters. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. But before we go any further, I have to ask, what are other people saying about Sunlight? What's the overall vibe?
Well, let me tell you, readers are loving it. They're calling it heartfelt and steamy and raving about the electric chemistry between Jax and Sasha.
It's giving Hallmark Channel, but make it spicy.
Exactly. And you know me, I always get sucked in by a good subplot. And Sunlight has a really juicy one that kind of simmers in the background throughout the whole story.
Ooh, a little mystery. I love it when authors weave in those extra layers. What can you tell us without spoiling anything?
Well, let's just say it involves some long-held family secrets in Haven River. Skeletons in the closet type stuff.
Oh, this just keeps getting better and better. Family secrets always add such a great layer of intrigue. But, we've talked a lot about the romance and the suspense, but one thing I really appreciate about Devney Perry's books is how she tackles these heavier themes. I mean, an accidental pregnancy isn't exactly lighthearted, right?
No, not at all. And Perry doesn't shy away from exploring the emotional complexities of it. This book really dives into some deep stuff. Second chances, healing from past trauma, the power of family. It's all there.
And it's all wrapped up in this heartwarming love story. It's like the perfect blend of escapism and real-life issues.
Exactly. And that's what makes it resonate with readers. It's both relatable and aspirational at the same time.
So true. Because who hasn't dreamed of finding love with a charming cowboy, right? But speaking of heartwarming, we have to talk about Jax and how he handles this whole pregnancy thing.
Oh, he is all those green flags we talk about. Jax steps up for Sasha, no hesitation, no questions asked. He's just there for her every step of the way.
Okay, now my heart is officially melted. That's the kind of hero we all need in our lives, fictional or otherwise.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, we talked about that tell me a lie, tell me a secret game earlier. Does that happen just once, or is it something they do throughout the book?
It actually becomes a recurring thing for them, this kind of safe space they've created where they can be vulnerable with each other.
So it's like their own little ritual.
Yeah, exactly. It pops up at different points in the story, and each time it reveals something new about who they are and what they're struggling with.
I love that. It's like those late night conversations that bring people closer, sharing those intimate thoughts and fears. And Perry does a great job of making those moments feel authentic and earned. You really feel like you're right there with them.
Right, and that's the beauty of it. It's not just a gimmick or a way to move the plot forward. It's this genuine way for them to connect and build trust with each other.
Speaking of connecting with readers, we touched on this earlier, but I'd love to hear more about what people are saying about Sunlight. What are some specific things that stand out in the reviews?
Well, aside from the obvious, the steamy romance, the suspenseful subplot, what really shines through is how this book makes people feel. They're saying it's heartfelt and emotionally captivating. Like, it stays with you long after you finish reading.
It's a warm hug and a thought-provoking conversation all rolled into one, There's something about Devney Perry's books that just makes you feel good.
I know, right? And this one especially makes you think about those bigger questions. About life, love, second chances. It's deeper than you might expect at first glance.
Now that we've gotten to dive into it, what really stands out for me is how Sunlight makes you think about the impact of our pasts.
Yeah.
Like how do our experiences shape our ability to open up to new love?
It's like Sasha, she's got all these walls built up because of what she's been through. But Jax, he just keeps gently nudging at those walls, showing her it's okay to be vulnerable.
It's a good reminder for all of us, really. Everyone's carrying something, right? Some kind of baggage. But that doesn't mean we can't find love and happiness. Sometimes it just takes that one person to help us see that we're worthy of it.
Absolutely. And I think that's a big part of why this book resonates so much with readers. It's a reminder that love can heal old wounds and that sometimes the most unexpected things like, an accidental pregnancy
Can lead to the most beautiful connections.
Exactly. It's like life throws you a curveball and you either strike out or you hit a home run. And in Sunlight, Jax and Sasha, they definitely hit it out of the park.
Okay, you've officially sold me on this book. I'm adding it to my TBR pile as we speak. And for anyone listening, if you're looking for a romance that will tug at your heartstrings, keep you on the edge of your seat, and leave you with a satisfied sigh, Sunlight is definitely worth checking out.
You won't regret it. It's the perfect escape with a healthy dose of reality thrown in. Plus, cowboys. Need I say more?
Nope. I think that about sums it up. So to wrap things up, whether you're a seasoned romance reader or just dipping your toes into the genre, Sunlight offers something for everyone. Family secrets, a heartwarming love story, and characters you can't help but root for. What more could you ask for?
And let's not forget that Montana setting. Devney Perry really brings Haven River Ranch to life. You'll feel like you're right there on the ranch with Jax and Sasha experiencing all the feels.
It sounds absolutely magical. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye.
We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Devney Perry's Sunlight. Until next time, happy reading.